For years, the homeless and hungry in San Francisco's toughest neighborhood, the Tenderloin, have depended on a hot meal prepared with French expertise by the nuns of the Fraternité Notre Dame.
It's a lot of joy we get it back from what we do here. You want some cake?
But the women who serve the homeless may soon be without a home themselves. The landlord plans to raise their rent from $3,465 a month to $5,500.
Anxious how we're going to do it. It's not possible. We don't have that much of money, so very worried, and all those poor people need to be fed. What's going to happen, you know?
In even San Francisco's most dilapidated neighborhood, it's tough to rent. But the problem extends beyond the city's poorest to even the ordinary middle class. In the last few years, housing has become the top issue for residents and a headache for city officials. One initiative the city started is the Small Sites program. Together with nonprofits, City Hall helps buy property. This month, they acquired 5 apartment buildings, and they set them aside as affordable housing. The program means Teresa Baclay Dulalas can now stay home. She and her family had faced eviction.
We actually got help, from everybody. We are eternally grateful. And at first we couldn't believe it.
The city spent $13.9 million on the program so far. These are some of the homes bought and set aside for renters. San Francisco basically acts as the lender, with nonprofit groups taking charge of the actual purchase.
San Francisco, probably because we are one of the highest cost cities in the nation, is been innovative in creating this. There are other cities that are doing other things, but to actually take taxpayer dollars and say, hey, we're going to use that to subsidize these buildings is something that San Francisco is probably at the cutting edge of.
Critics question whether government and nonprofits ought to get involved in the private real estate market in this way. But so far, city politicians support the new plan.
We're glad to do it. We're very fortunate that we have a strong enough economy to be able to spend money and also have the different agencies that have come together to help us.
But achievements are incremental. The latest purchase saved 19 units in a city where thousands of people face eviction or rent hikes.
If you're wealthy, you have a lot of options. If you're a senior on a fixed income or a person with disabilities, it's just a matter of time before your building may be bought and you'll be pushed further and further out in the Bay Area. It's a terrible time. Hopefully a Small Sites Fund helps a little bit, but there's a lot more we should be doing as a city as well.
Today you have some lamb.
As for the sisters, they say their attorney is trying to cut a deal with a landlord, give them 1 year to find their next location. They now have the time, but they still might not have the money. Melissa Chan, Al Jazeera, San Francisco.